Yo, what's crazy is that this one pissed me off, but I'm not mad, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not mad at this loss, but the way that this game unfolded, like, it didn't have to go down like that. I got some hot takes. I do want to share with y'all, whatever, about the Kings or whatever the case may be. But welcome back, man, to another episode of that Stay Off My Grass podcast. You got your boy, Suns fan Randy in the building. And yeah, man, this one was a ugly ass game, man. And first thing I want to say, please, Mr. Durant, can you just sit course? I understand you recovering and rehabbing, but can you just sit courtside? Because I feel like when you sit courtside, the level of focus that everybody play with, the level of energy, the level of, you know what I'm saying, enhancement that you bring just by you sitting courtside is needed, especially during this time where you're going to be out and we need everybody else to step up and be better. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like when you sit in courtside, everybody's on their P's and Q's for whatever strange reason. And I feel like tonight we didn't really have the focus because we blew an 11-point lead and never really got it. But that's not really all our fault, and that's why I'll give a little bit of slack. Like the refs was absolutely crazy, bro. Like the refs were ridiculous. Like it was obvious. It was blatant obvious. They called double dribble on us. Like I didn't count it like 3 times. The Kings players traveled. We couldn't get no fouls on no fast break. It was egregious, bro. So, and I'm not even that kind of guy that even try to be like, oh, let's blame the refs for the loss. But it was just like, bro, it was clear that there was a agenda. Even though I still feel like we could have won. And another thing, I feel like the Suns players, we got too much into the ref game. You know what I'm saying? Like we started talking back, and that's the Devin Booker I hate. Is when Devin Booker is being petty, when he talking to the ref and he trying to prove a point and trying to make them blow a whistle. Like we gonna lose that every single time, and I don't feel like he understand that. Maybe it's because it's in the heat of the moment, so it's just like he just mad. So it's just like he just do stuff intentionally to make them blow a whistle or like not blow the whistle. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like it's so irritating. But yeah, he was getting fouled. A lot of people was getting fouled. They got a lot of Kings got away with a lot of bull today. But my hot take, I would say, I watch a lot of Kings. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Deuce and Mo. I watch them too after every Kings game. I watch a fog machine or whatever the case may be. But I will say this. I will say this about the Kings. I feel like hot take. I feel like De'Aaron Fox should be at least in that MVP or conversation. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's a hot take. I know a lot of people don't watch the Kings or whatever the case may be. But if you just watch them, or if not MVP, at least most improved, because I feel like from last year to this year, definitely, you know what I'm saying, was a leap, and he was really inconsistent. I feel like this year he's been really consistent, especially in that fourth quarter, bringing it home and stuff like that, and just the way that he can kind of just keep the game. He's just a really good game manager now. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, he plays defense. So he'll either close the game with offense or defense. And we seen it tonight. So, like I said, I feel like he should at least be in the conversation. Not at, you know what I'm saying, like not necessarily like top 3 or whatever, but I think that somebody on like, hey, at least with De'Aaron Fox, you know what I'm saying, it would be nice to see. But another hot take, and this is a Kings fan not gonna like. I do feel like down the road, way down the road. I do feel like De'Aaron Fox one day will be a Sun, and that's just my hot take. Only reason I say that is because I feel like the Suns have an affinity for old ass point guards that's past their prime that's trying to prove themselves. And I feel like I don't know how stuff is going to transpire with him and the Kings. Maybe they just last forever and he ride off in the sunset together. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like if De'Aaron Fox feel or get disrespected, like just because he's older, just because whatever the case may be, or they, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the Suns, we have a track record of picking up guys that's old and just you know what I'm saying? Like for whatever strange reason, we got a thing for old point guards that, you know what I'm saying, that ball out on the Suns. But that's just my second hot take. But back to the game, man. So yeah, man, it was just a bad game, like from the ref standpoint. Like they was just calling bull, like that last little Sabonis little elbow, or like the little call that was really the one that kind of put the nail in the coffin. It was like, all right, like I see what's going on. But to bring it to us and just like what happened on the court, I feel like first thing, I feel like we got outcoached. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm talking about with Monty in the sense of like if we don't get heroics from somebody, if we don't get Devin Booker going, you know what I'm saying, 38, 40, whatever points a night or whatever on crazy efficiency or whatever the case may be, if Devin Booker have a pedestrian night like he did tonight, like 28 points on 11 to 19, like we can't win games. And I feel like, and we can't win games just off strictly off of coaching and no adjustments. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like the Kings made adjustments from the first quarter. Like I noticed it. You know what I'm saying? They started blitzing the screens. They literally had CP3 and Book trapped whenever they got the ball. Like they couldn't go nowhere. And it's like we had no counters to anything that the Kings did defensively. And then on top of that, we wasn't playing no defense. So it was just like that's what I'm saying. Like this, is what I'm saying with the coaching. It's just like it's just bad unless you get that heroics from you know what I'm saying Devin Booker or Chris Paul or you know what I'm saying or whoever decides to fill in. Now we got Kevin Durant, so it kind of ease up the pain, or it's like a little less coaching now. But it's just like on nights like these where you need to like it's just unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, like I feel like realistically though, we lost this game because of the bench. Like the bench kind of the minutes that they gave us, the little minutes that they gave us, like it wasn't enough. I do think that we still are kind of deep. I love T. Ross, man. I love T. Ross. Whenever they start selling his jersey, man, I'm gonna be the first one in line, man. But like he went for 18, but you know, like I said, I feel like we couldn't get no help. Campaign really didn't do much. Sat on the bench, you know what I'm saying? Just went in, didn't really. Like I said, it's just we just need the bench need to get together and just like tie in and lock in and just be super solid whenever they do get opportunities, man. So but yeah, man, it was just one of those games. Da did his thing. He had 22 and 12. Chris Paul waited until the last minute to start looking at the rim. He finished with 16 and 16. And like I said, I feel like we were the better team tonight, but we lost just off of the strength of refs and the momentum. And like I said, I'm not the guy to kind of lean on that, but that's I feel like you can't watch that game objectively and not see what was going on. And also another little thing, little jab at the Kings fans. I had this conversation a lot about Keegan Murray. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I feel like he plays like I can count on my hand how many times I've seen Keegan Murray play like the guy that y'all projected, you know what I'm saying, when y'all drafted him. And I feel like it's just too inconsistent. And it's like the inconsistency is just like it get crazy. It's like it's either he looks solid and then the other nights he don't look solid, look like why is he even like I don't think that he might benefit off of you know what I'm saying, killing the G League a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like tonight was one of those nights because I feel like Edwards did his thing tonight defensively and offensively. And you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I've seen more from him consistently during the season than I've seen from Murray. But that's just my hot take on it, man. I got a lot of hot takes today for the Kings fans. But like I said, man, till next time, peace.